The house sparrow is perhaps one of the earliest birds we can remember from our childhood. It is a bird that evokes fond memories in our songs and folklore. No other bird has been associated with us on a daily basis like the house sparrow. Their nests dotting almost every house in the neighborhood and public places where they lived and survived on food grains and tiny worms. Over the years, like all other plants and animals, the house sparrow's population has also been declining across their natural range. Lack of nesting sites, food, effects of pesticides continue to threaten the common bird species. The slow but noticeable disappearance of the house sparrow has been termed as one of the biggest mysteries of recent times. Their dwindling numbers are attributed to various reasons, ranging from the lack of insect food for the young to the ever-increasing microwave pollution from mobile phone towers to the destruction of their natural habitat.
Throughout the India, they are most concerned about that sparrow has declined, and all media and newspapers, those things are coming out. And then later on in Delhi, they declared house sparrow as their state bird. So we thought, why there are so many sparrows in Guwahati city? Then we came back with a plan, and then we have done some studies on the pattern of land use in Guwahati first. So we compared how Guwahati city changed in last 30 years. So we compared with the LIS-3 satellite image of 1990, 2001 and 2010. Then we came across that the urban city has increased the settlement built up habitat OPC more than 100%. And the green area also declined at the same time. We first want to see where actually the sparrow population was declined. Is it in residential area, or is it in rural areas, or in urban areas? So we are doing a transect survey of 100 meter in that also. So we are just looking on the distribution pattern of both the sparrows, house sparrows as well as tree sparrows.
So there are 6 species of sparrows found in Indian subcontinent. The 2 of them are, one is Eurasian tree sparrow, another is house sparrow. House sparrow is noticed by everybody. However, there is a difference between these two morphologically. So in case of tree sparrow, there is a black patch on its cheek, and there is no sexual dimorphism between the sexes. However, in house sparrow, in general also people know who is male, who is female. In nutshell, let me tell about the project. At first, we would like to see the status of tree sparrow as well as house sparrow, more importantly, in the entire Guwahati city. And then we would also like to know about its habitat ecology, about the nesting ecology, etc., etc. We did a random sampling, and we fixed 45 focal points. Besides, we also did some transects enter city, and we have segregated into different habitats. Maybe it is in the rural, there is outskirt of city, then where there is commercial buildings are there, where there is Assam type houses are there, and where only residential buildings are there, like this. We constructed some transect lines, and we also surveyed it following some scientific method.
The shift to new lifestyles has come to conflict with the sparrow's basic existential needs. The Assam-type roofs gave way to high rises, The use of steel and glass in the buildings reduced the availability of nesting sites for the tiny bird. This is Guwahati, the capital city of Assam and a business hub of northeast India. Situated on the banks of the mighty Brahmaputra, this fast-growing city is shedding its green cover at an alarming rate, posing a threat to its rich urban avian population. This is the busy Guwahati-Shillong road. As the dawn breaks, the city still wears a sleepy look except over this sidewalk. At a time when the world is voicing concern over their dwindling population, one would but marvel at this rare sight. This is a community roost of sparrows at the very heart of the city. This evergreen tree, Mimosops elengi, or as we call it in Assamese, bokul, is a favorite with the sparrow like the deodar for roosting. Last year, I saw the same birds foregathering on the deodar trees on the other side of the road. Alas, those trees were manicured and the sparrows shifted their base to this side. I wonder what has made them stick to this particular area amidst the bustle. Food grains? Definitely not, for they would soon be dispersing in search of food till it is dusk.
So we found some interesting results till now. What we got that more number of house sparrows than tree sparrows in commercial areas, although they found together in most of the habitats. Still now, what the observation we get, we can say that sparrows are doing good compared to other big cities in India. So I have been visited to Kerala. So sparrows are mostly found now in the hill landscape. So Guwahati also comes under it. So there is a good news for Guwahati also.
Looking at this enormous flock, it is hard to believe that the sparrow is a disappearing species, at least not in this part of the world.
There is a sentimental touch with house sparrow as well. So if it is really so, if the population has been declining, then again it is a moral duty to conserve it. So that's why let us first investigate it and how is it adapting or how is it declining. All those things, if we investigate, then only we will be able to say what would be the conservation measures to conserve these little tiny birds. Besides house sparrow as well, we are also counting other birds, other city birds, for example house crow, common moina, etc., etc. So we are also looking at the other associated species
While rapid urbanization poses threat to the nesting sites of these bird species, our little sparrow or the passer domesticus has proved to be highly adaptable. This is a nesting colony of swifts inside a flyover. These birds seem to have learned the art of living to the rhythms of a busy city. If the swifts can, why the sparrows be left behind? Surely the house sparrow has learned to adapt itself to a changing lifestyle. It is neither the mud and thatch dwelling nor the matchbox. Rather, the passer domesticus has learned the art of carving out a comfortable niche of its own in the little openings of the concrete slabs in the city's flyovers. Our camera followed 3 breeding pairs of the chirpy birds from the bokul tree to the nearby flyover. It was a great moment for us when we discovered these 3 pairs hanging out from their new apartments. The birds seem to have arranged for their living comfort inside the concrete and are comfortable in their new homes. Amidst the gloom, this is indeed the silver lining. Modern lifestyles notwithstanding, the house sparrow is going to stay. And to quote the great Salim Ali, the sparrow will continue to be a hanger-on of man.